Alright, this, my friend, is the reason why you watch Dirt Bike Channel. It's because I'm going to pin the Stark Varg
80 horsepower. Oh my gosh! Holy
up against the KTM 300 XCW in a top speed test.
2-1, here's going to be our top speed test.
I put the stock gearing back on the KTM 300 XCW. It's 2024, and this is the stock Varg, Stark Varg in stock form. We're gonna see which one is faster top speed, okay?
Okay, so the bike did 8. Holy Jezebel. I'm freaking Marty McFly. I went back to 1985 for a second.
So KTM has 2-stroke power, which everybody knows about. And it's a 6-speed. The Stark is a 1-speed, but it's got electric power.
Oh my gosh! Holy!
And they both have speedometers, which I'll be looking at, but I also have 2 different GPS units, which I'm going to see. So we're going to do multiple runs today, and see if I can get some drone footage. I don't know, because it's kind of windy out here today. But here we go. Stark versus 2-stroke. It's on, baby.
The drone will probably have a better chance of following us this way because it looks like the wind is coming this way. But today's test is to see which bike is faster. Is it going to be the KTM 300 XCW or the Stark Varg? There's an uphill and a downhill version of this run on this dirt road out here. So we're going to see. 3, 2, 1. Here's going to be our top speed test. 60. 80. 81. 82. 83. Okay. For those of you who couldn't hear me or see me, that was 83 miles an hour. This is the stock gearing on this bike. I'm at, about almost 5,000 feet. I have no idea where that drone is. It lost us completely. It's completely lost. No idea where it went. So we're just gonna go back and go try to find it again. We'll go back out the street. Okay, so the bike did 81 on the uphill, 83 on the downhill according to this. I've got a GPS, but that's what the speedometer said. I'm gonna see if I can catch that drone now. Okay, for the record here, normally my power level 5 is set to 60 horsepower. I've actually never ridden the bike more than 60, but since it's a top speed test, I'm gonna move this all the way to 80. It's the max. We save. It says alpha power engaged. This is ridiculous level of power. We do not recommend it. Never seen that before. Don't show that again. Okay, got it. Okay. Put that in my pocket. And now I'm gonna go to 80 horsepower. We're gonna try this. Here we. Oh my gosh! Holy! Holy! We're doing 85, 86, 86. Woo! Holy mother of mercy! Holy shizen! Holy shizen, guys. It was, what was it, 86? That is the scariest thing. Oh my goodness, that is the scariest thing ever. Okay, let's try this again. Vikings! 80, 85, 86, 87, 88! Holy shit! 88! 87! Woo! Woo! Holy shenanigans! Okay, I didn't expect that. That bike is so much faster at 80 horsepower. Oh my gosh! This is the fastest thing I've ever been on. If we go down to mode 4, that's 60 horsepower. Jeez. It'll still do. Okay, I was wrong. The other day I had it tested and I was on lower battery power. It was only doing freaking 69, but even there at 60 horsepower, it's doing 86. Oh my gosh, that is the fastest thing I've ever ridden. Holy Jezebel. This thing, I tried it on 80 horsepower, I tried it on 60 horsepower, I tried it on 45 horsepower. It's the fastest bike I've ever ridden, and it's not even close. Holy crap, it was doing, at one point I think it was doing 88.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. 88 miles per hour!
I'm doing 88 with tubeless tires on a washboard road with rocks in it the size of that big. 88 miles per hour. I'm freaking Marty McFly. I went back to 1985 for a second. Whew. Holy cow.
Well, there's definitely a reason why we check this stuff. See, I legit thought that the KTM was going to be faster because I knew the KTM would be doing more than 80 miles an hour, and we're at 5,000 feet. And the first time I had done this a few weeks ago with the Stark Varg, I guess I had a couple of software updates between then and now because it would only do like 69 miles an hour. But not only does it do 86, 87, and 88 miles per hour, it's how freaking fast it gets there. Let me tell you something. When this bike is on 60 horsepower, it's scary. It's scary. But when it's on 80 horsepower, it's absolutely freaking terrifying. Like, it is terrifying. There's no reason you would ever run this bike at 80 miles an hour or 80 horsepower unless you wanted to jump 9,000 yards or something. I mean, it is insane. But what else is insane is how fast it gets there. It gets there in no time at all. I prefer to ride this bike most of the time at 45 horsepower because that's just where it feels. But the electric has a different feel to it where it's just like 45 horsepower feels like more than 45 horsepower because it's always there. It's so weird the way they've done it. And maybe even with the several different software updates I've had, maybe this is going to get better range at the track. Hopefully it will, because I know a lot of people said they got better battery range than I did the first time I took it at the track. So fingers crossed on that. By the way, you can win this bike. I'm giving it away. There's stuff on my website. There's only a few things on my website that you can buy to get entered into this. The other stuff is all going to be off Rocky Mountain ATV. So go to my website, dirtbikechannel.com. And if you want one of these like microfiber towels, I've got some of these. I've got some hats. I have some socks. There's some toe straps. I also have a dirt bike setup checklist that you can go to get entered to win that. But also, when you use my links to Rocky Mountain ATV, it gets you entered to win this bike, and it's dollar for dollar. So it's pretty freaking awesome. I love my KTMs. I love my two strokes. You guys know that. This isn't replacing, the Stark is not replacing my two strokes because it doesn't have the clutch and those things. But man, if these things had clutches and you had the ability to clutch the bike, to build up power in the flywheel and do double blips and do things like that, holy crap. this thing would be amazing. So go over there, head over to my website, dirtbikechannel.com, get entered to win this thing. We're doing it in the month of June and July. Also, doesn't sound like there's a lot of uptake on with my channel, with my audience for this bike. So your chances to win this thing are freaking good, because we've been up for now, it's June 4th. So this thing has been up for 4 days and you can't even tell that anybody has entered, I swear. Like, so this may not work. I was just gonna do a test and see if this worked, to use mostly my affiliate links. Based on what I know right now, not a lot of people are clicking on those links to enter it. So it may not be something I do in the future, but I've got the month of June and month of July. Every day is the same amount of entries. There's no like bonus periods. There's nothing like that. It's just dollar for dollar, entry for entry. But yeah, the bike is freaking scary fast. It is unbelievable. If you've never ridden one of these things, you gotta, before you try it, or before you knock it, you should try it. Now, is it perfect? No, but it's the best hill climbing bike I've ever had. And it is absolutely freaking positively the most scary fast bike I've ever ridden. Like, it is insane. And I went back to stock gearing on the KTM to do this. It's stock gearing on the Stark. Absolutely freaking cool test. If there's other things you want me to do with this bike, like other tests you want me to put it through, I'm not gonna do any hard enduro stuff on this bike because it doesn't have the clutch. That isn't what it's designed for. But for just trail riding and having fun out on the trails and going to the track, 45 horsepower, I think this thing is money. 80 horsepower, it is just a beast, scary, terrifying, and it gets fast really quick. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you've had a fun time watching this video. I had a fun time making it. Until next time, get entered to win this thing and leave a single track. Thanks.